There are moments when a simple habit can quietly reshape the way you feel in your own body, not in a dramatic, overnight transformation that feels unrealistic, but in a gradual shift that begins with something almost too simple to believe. Imagine starting your day with a warm, comforting drink. Nothing complicated, nothing extreme. Just something that gently signals to your body that the day has begun, that it is time to wake up, reset, and move forward with clarity. Now imagine that this small ritual, repeated consistently, begins to influence your energy, your cravings, and even the way your body manages itself throughout the day. That is the idea we are exploring today. Not a miracle solution, not a shortcut, but a daily drink that many people incorporate into their routines because it supports a healthier rhythm in the body, especially when paired with mindful eating and an active lifestyle. And the surprising part is how ordinary it looks from the outside, yet how powerful it can feel when it becomes part of your life. Before we go deeper, picture this for a moment. You wake up, and instead of rushing straight into the chaos of the day, you pause. You prepare a warm drink infused with natural ingredients known for their refreshing and soothing properties. As you take the first sip, there is a calming sensation, almost like your body is being gently guided out of rest mode and into balance. This is where the journey begins. Many wellness traditions across different cultures have long emphasized the importance of starting the day with warm liquids. Some people believe it helps support digestion. Others say it encourages hydration after hours of sleep. Some simply enjoy the ritual because it feels grounding. What we do know is that hydration plays a key role in how the body functions. When the body is well hydrated, everything from energy levels to mental clarity can feel more stable. And when hydration becomes a mindful habit instead of an afterthought, it can influence choices throughout the day. Now let's talk about what often goes into this kind of daily drink. One common combination includes warm water paired with citrus elements, often used for their refreshing aroma and taste. Citrus has long been appreciated for its natural brightness, which can make a simple glass of water feel more enjoyable and easier to drink regularly. Some people also include ingredients like ginger, which is widely known in traditional practices for its warming sensation and its association with digestive comfort. Others add herbal elements such as green tea, which has been studied for its natural compounds that may support alertness and metabolism in a gentle way. The key idea here is not about any single ingredient performing a dramatic transformation. It is about how these elements, when used as part of a routine, can encourage better habits overall. Because here is something often overlooked. The real impact of a daily drink like this is not just what is inside the cup, it is what it replaces. It often replaces sugary beverages that may not support long-term wellness goals. It replaces mindless hydration with intentional hydration. It replaces the rush of grabbing something processed with a moment of awareness, and over time, those small replacements begin to matter. Now let's pause for a moment and go deeper into something important. Why do people even look for drinks that support weight management in the first place? For many, it is not just about appearance. It is about feeling lighter, more energetic, and more in control of their daily choices. It is about reducing that sluggish feeling that sometimes comes after heavy meals or irregular routines. It is about wanting to feel more comfortable in their own body. And this is where the psychological side becomes just as important as the physical one. When someone commits to a daily ritual, even something as simple as a warm drink, it creates structure, and structure often leads to better decisions throughout the day. A person who starts their morning with intention is more likely to continue making mindful choices as the day unfolds. But here is where things get even more interesting. Have you ever noticed how small habits can quietly influence bigger behaviors without you realizing it? A simple morning drink can become a signal that reminds you to stay hydrated, a reminder to choose lighter meals when possible, a reminder to listen to your body instead of reacting impulsively to cravings. And over time, these signals begin to add up. At this point in the story, it is important to reframe expectations. No drink alone can transform the body in isolation. The body is far too complex for that. But what a daily wellness drink can do is act as a supportive companion in a larger lifestyle shift. And that shift is where the real transformation lives. Now, let's bring your attention back to the experience itself. There is something powerful about warmth. Warm liquids tend to feel soothing, especially in the morning. They can create a sense of comfort that cold or processed drinks often do not provide. This sense of comfort can reduce the urge to immediately reach for heavy or overly sweet foods. Some people also report that when they begin their day with a simple, natural drink, their appetite feels more balanced, not suppressed in an unhealthy way, but more regulated, more aware. And awareness is a key theme here. Because when you become more aware of what your body actually needs, you naturally begin to shift away from habits that do not support your long-term well-being. Now imagine something subtle happening over time. You start noticing that your cravings feel different. Your energy does not spike and crash in the same way. Your mornings feel less chaotic. There is a sense of stability that begins to build quietly in the background. This is the kind of change that does not announce itself loudly. It reveals itself gradually through experience. And here's the part many people miss. The effectiveness of any wellness habit is not just about the habit itself. It is about consistency and mindset. A single healthy choice may not feel impactful on its own, but repeated daily, it becomes part of your identity. You are no longer someone trying a drink. You are someone who begins their day with intention. Let that idea settle for a moment. Now, there is also an important perspective to keep in mind. Health and weight management are influenced by many factors including sleep, stress, movement, and overall nutrition. A daily drink can support that ecosystem, but it cannot replace it. It works best when it becomes one small part of a broader lifestyle that values balance and self-care. And that is where many people find relief, because it removes the pressure of searching for extreme solutions and instead focuses on simple, sustainable habits. As we move deeper into this conversation, here is something to reflect on. What if the goal was never about forcing change quickly, but about creating an environment where healthier choices feel easier? That is where a daily wellness drink fits in beautifully. It does not demand effort. It does not require complexity. It simply exists as a gentle starting point that can guide the rest of your day. And sometimes that is enough to create meaningful change. Now, before we reach the end, there is something important to keep in mind. There is no single ingredient, no single drink, and no single habit that defines your entire health journey. What matters most is how these small actions come together over time. A warm drink in the morning, a moment of pause, a conscious decision to hydrate, a gradual shift away from habits that do not serve you. These are the quiet building blocks of long-term wellness. And when you look at it this way, the idea of drinking something daily is not about quick results. It is about creating rhythm, a rhythm that supports your body instead of overwhelming it. So as you move forward from here, you might think differently about your mornings, not as something to rush through, but as something to shape intentionally. Because sometimes, the smallest rituals carry the greatest influence over time. And maybe that is the real message here. That change does not always arrive in dramatic moments. Sometimes it begins quietly, in a simple cup held in your hands, as you take your first sip and decide that today, you will treat your body with a little more care than yesterday. If this perspective resonated with you, consider staying connected for more simple, mindful lifestyle insights that help support your daily well-being. Like this video if you found it valuable, subscribe for more content like this, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your experiences might inspire someone else who is just beginning their own journey toward balance and healthier habits.